Hey guys, it's Slushy, and today we're going to be doing a shopping haul. Now, this past weekend I got a lot of movies. It's five. I got five, and some of them I really do love. There's only one of them that I particularly didn't. So I'll show off that one first, but I want to note that everything following this movie I actually do love. So the first movie, The Fog remake. I'm not a fan of this movie at all. I bought this because I had high hopes because the original was awesome, and typically I actually really do like remakes, and this one let me down hard. This movie failed at every attempt to make a good remake of The Fog. It they copied damn near everything except for the things that you do want to be copied. Like the look of the captain in the original was amazing. They changed it for this one. It's stupid. Uh, the acting, the girl who plays Stevie Bryan, the radio host, sucks. She sucks. Simple. She's nowhere near. She doesn't compare anywhere near to the girl from the original. She just doesn't have a good voice, and this was clearly just a cash grab that they just wanted to get some quick money and run. And I don't like that. But it's at least worth the watch once. I do say the cover is awesome, but I think that's also a ripoff of the original. So, you know, watch it. Just don't have too big of high hopes. So that's one thing. That's The Fog, and I'm going to show you the DVD because it actually is a cool looking DVD. So it's probably the best part of the whole thing. There's the DVD here, and then you see over here The Fog. That's the original Fog. Watch that one after watching this, or before it, get an idea of what the original is like before watching this janky remake. The next movie, The Heat, directed by Paul Feig, I believe. Paul Feig? Yeah, Paul Feig. Paul Feig. Pardon, I don't know how to say his name correctly, but The Heat is a pretty awesome movie where Melissa McCarthy is portrayed as this super freaking awesome detective. Very gutsy, very ballsy movie. And she's one of the best parts of the movie. But they're pretty much the dynamic duo, Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. They both have their own unique senses of humor. Melissa's. Most of us have seen Melissa in action in a comedy film. She's done Tammy, she's done Spy, The Boss. This. She's done various movies. I think that's all I have of her work. But she's also done Identity Thief. Or Theft. I don't know which one it is, Identity Thief or Theft. But yeah, this one is hilarious. It's honestly, I might be the one to say this, but when I first watched it, I was like, this is probably be that one movie that I actually love that I won't watch a bunch. But I've already watched it 3 times, so I guess I was wrong in that because it is really hilarious and there's a lot of funny scenes and a lot of good humor. It's just very long. It's very long. It's a big turnoff, because it's so long, but once you get into it, it's not bad. Next one, Kick-Ass. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the rewind. The disc for The Heat. It's very basic, but it still has a decent looking cover to it. But yeah, The Heat. The next one is obviously Kick-Ass. I already showed you. I saw this a long time ago. Really funny. It's funny. It's like a homage to superheroes and stuff like that. So if you are a fan of superheroes and whatnot, Kick-Ass is probably the movie for you. It even has almost a Justice League type of cover. Obviously, this came out before Justice League, but it's a pretty awesome movie. And I got to say this, I'm not a huge fan of superhero movies, but I don't also want to just dedicate a video to them because then I'd get just people who want to, it's almost in a way, sort of just banking off of his death. But I have to say, R.I.P. to Stan Lee. I'm not a huge fan of superhero movies, but I know a lot of people who are, and I know how they affect people. I know how he affected people. Even though I'm not a super big superhero fan, I know that I grew up with, Spider-Man, watching the original Spider-Man and stuff like that. So it's still sad to a degree. It's just it doesn't affect me as much as it does some people. So don't think I'm heartless or nothing, because I still think it's kind of sad to lose someone like him because he's a big part of entertainment, not just superhero movies, entertainment period. But yeah, that's Kick-Ass. I don't know if I showed the DVD, but it's like just exactly the same as the front cover, just as Kick-Ass with the 4 guys or the 4 characters. The next movie, I saw this when I was young. I loved it mainly because of one character, but Paris Hilton's in this one. And one of my favorites in here, Brian Van Holt. He's in here and he plays Bo. Oh my gosh, this disc, this freaking, god damn it. House of Wax. So yeah, I saw this when I was younger and loved it. Haven't seen it for a long, long time until this past weekend. And I love it just as much, but there's only one big downside of this movie. It's so damn long. So long. It's just like The Heat. They're both very good movies with very good idea to it, and it's a perfect remake to both of them. You know, there's a remake in the 80s. This is a re-remake. It's the second remake to the original in 1953. And it's very good. Surprisingly, Paris Hilton isn't that bad of an actor. She's not great. She's not amazing. She's just not bad. She's not terrible. You know, she's not worthy of watching. She also has a cool death in here. So if you want to see Paris Hilton get wrecked, watch House of Wax remake 2005. It's an awesome, cool, interesting movie. Here's the DVD. It's exactly the same as the front cover, with her face dripping. That's actually a very cool cover. This is one of my favorite covers. I wish I had a slip cover to this because that would just make it even better. But yeah, House of Wax. The next movie is actually one of my favorite movies other than Halloween 4. Joyride 2, Dead Ahead, unrated. This came out in 2008. Comes with the slipcover, obviously. I'm going to take it out of here. But yeah, it's a very cool, kind of like these movies are basically just like its own thing, but also kind of resembles the movie Duel, which came out I think in the 70s by Steven Spielberg, one of his first movies. And it's awesome. Rusty Nail's a great character, and you know I love him. He's just, in a way, he's funny, but in a dark way. You know, he does stuff that's like supposedly creepy, but it just makes me laugh because his voice is, you know, so deep and it sounds so serious. But yeah, there's a lot of tongue-in-cheek stuff in here. He just messes around with people and tries to freak people out, which isn't hard when he's got that big truck. But yeah, it's a very awesome movie. If you haven't seen any of the Joyrides, I recommend it. But this is probably the best portrayal of Rusty Nail, played by Mark Gibbon. He does the voice and the physical acting in here. And it's kind of cool because in the promotional stuff, he's not himself. He's still portraying Rusty Nail. So when they're asking about the movie, he's still Rusty Nail. So he's not out of character. It's funny though. Like, what'd you think about the movie? He's like, well, I gotta kill people. Anyway, there's the DVD. You can see Rusty there on the side. Zoom in on him. Oh, a little bit over there. A little bit over there. Yep. There's Rusty. He's a big smoker for sure in this one. And you also get to know him a little bit more. In the original, you don't really get to see too much of him. In this one, you get a good view at him for sure. That's what's so cool about it. And I like the reason why he actually comes after these characters in this one. In the original, it's because he pretty much just gets blue balls because they pretty much pretend that they're Candy Cane, Paul Walker's character, pretends that he's a girl, a stripper. That way he can get Rusty Nail all hyped up and everything. And obviously they end up telling him that he's not a girl, he's a dude. And it kind of gets him all pissed and hunts him down. In this one, they steal his car. In the third one, they cut him off in traffic. So this one honestly makes the most sense logically for what he does. But then it doesn't mean go out and hop in a semi truck and hunt people down and run them off the road and kill them. It's not what that means, okay? I'm just saying that reason-wise, this would mutually make me the most mad. You know, and I would probably be very angry. I would definitely be hunting them down. I wouldn't freaking run them off the road, but I'd be like, okay, you jacked my car. You jacked my car. I'm following you. But you know what? It's the best. To me, it's the best Joyride movie. And it came with a slipcover. You know, you gotta love the slipcovers. They're awesome. You know, even though it's exactly the same as the regular DVD, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's very sleek and smooth. But yeah, thanks for watching this shopping haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like, subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.